Can ayahuasca cause destabilization? Can it dysregulate your nervous system? Can it cause confusion? Can it cause, feeling shaky, feeling ungrounded? Yes, yes, yeah, a very clear yes, it can. And is that always bad? No, because sometimes this belongs to the healing process. If really deep energies gets unlocked, if very ingrained patterns, and I talk about different patterns, like patterns we create, through our childhood, teenage life, adult life, patterns we create through trauma, through our upbringing, but also some of these patterns are connected even deeper to ancestral patterns, right? What is very since a long time in our energetically DNA, in our energetically system, how it's navigating us. And who knows, how many more patterns are related to, who knows, collectively, historically, conscious layers and energy flows. Or if you have other spiritual beliefs, past life stuff, we don't know. But what I know is that doing strong healing work, and it's not only drinking ayahuasca, it can be also doing deep meditation practices, breath works, or therapy. Um, but I talk about ayahuasca obviously here mainly. It can cause destabilization because deep energies can be unlocked, shifted, changed, and this ripples out. And this is not always happening during ceremony or right after the ceremony or during the retreat. Very often, these feeling of everything is shaking, and I feel not stable. I feel not aligned. I feel not grounded. I don't know anymore who I am. Everything I did before doesn't feel right anymore. Doesn't feel me. The relationships I'm in doesn't feel true anymore. Everything is somehow feeling in disharmony or feeling loose. This is very, very challenging. And it's sometimes part of a very big healing process, of a very big transformation process, where really things unlock and shift to find all its new place, new connection, and then to integrate it. And yes, obviously, for most of us in the type of society or life we live, this is very challenging. And because if we are in a regular job or we have to function or deal with things on a daily basis, this can be very difficult. Um, and if you are able to take just time by yourself, going in nature, you know, asking for support, receiving different healing modalities from different friends or professionals you have in your community, or reach out to people, then this is can be the biggest shifting point in your life to move towards wholeness, to move towards who you really are, to get into alignment with your full potential, where you can find your own individual place in universe. When these big shaking through and shifting and transformational processes happening, there is usually always a time or period where you feel lost, where you in the unknown, where maybe your nervous system, how you respond to life and how you react to things are really off, or where a lot of vulnerability comes through. Um, all these things which I mentioned, are usually part of a big transformation process. Um, a healing process where we let go, we release, and through the letting go and releasing and opening old patterns and allowing other energies to flow through, like very often these low frequencies which are somewhere in our system and holding, constricting, contracting, separating parts. These are usually low frequencies or energies where it's like contracted and the life supportive energies cannot fully flow through anymore. But then when you receive, like, for example, from my maestros, like powerful, potent Icaros who sing into the root causes of the contraction, for example, in a place where they see energetically the contraction, and they're bum, ba-dum, 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 singing in the root cause. It opened. Life supportive energies flow through. High frequencies start to flow through. The system starts to move and to expand again. But then there's another thing what gets, because something is moving, expanding, it hits maybe a few days later, a few weeks later, something gets triggered, something happens in life, something moves and it hits another thing what was contracted. And because so much is in movement, also the other things, it ripples out to it, it opens or it opens, that's moving towards wholeness, like if life supportive energies start more and more to flow through your system, so you get a nice energetically design, you find your place in universe. I talk about that on a energetically fine layer, on the subtle, I'm losing the English word, on a yeah, on a very, very, very fine, energetically layer. Yeah. When you start to flow fully with presence and life supportive energies, you start to be connected to the whole environment more far out, more and more, right? You get more and more part of the whole system in a new way, because your heart energy, emotional energy, mental energy, consciousness, spiritual energy, everything can flow differently. And this is, I think, the natural state, when we are in a full flow, but we carry so much burden and from own life or ancestral life or whatever, where, we are not anymore in this full expression of life supportive connection. And so, yes, the nervous system can be dysregulated. Yes, there can be many experiences of feeling, um, not feeling stable. And if you can see that as a healing opportunity, and if you can slow down and creating space to receive different healing modalities and doing things which help you to integrate and embody and be with this state of maybe discomfort or vulnerability or whatever comes up, then this is an amazing opportunity. And it's very important in these moments to trust that all what happens for you to grow and to learn and to move towards wholeness. So if you can stay in this angle of awareness and consciousness, it's all good, you make it through, and reach out for help if it's needed. Much love.